They built a house with no money, just memories, a story of friendship, love, and building something real from nothing at all. They had no land, no savings, no promise of inheritance, no sponsors, no miracles. Only a dream, they whispered to each other every time life got too loud. We'll build our own space, they'd say, a place no one can take from us, a home, even if we have nothing but each other. And they meant it, not just with hope, but with conviction. They started with an empty field overgrown with weeds, forgotten by everyone except them. To others it looked like wasteland. To them it looked like a beginning. The first stone was not bought. It was found. Like most things they used, discarded bricks, cracked tiles, leftover wood from a neighbor's shed, all gathered one by one. Every piece carried a story. Every object had a second. They didn't hire anyone. They became the workers. They didn't draw blueprints. They imagined the rooms. He hammered, she measured. They argued, they laughed, they collapsed in exhaustion, but never gave up. Their hands bore the proof, blisters, bruises, dirt that no soap could remove. But their eyes sparkled like children building sandcastles on a shore, believing they'd last forever. They built the living room first, not because it was essential, but because it was where the memories would live. No electricity, just lanterns. No furniture, just cushions and dreams. In that space they danced barefoot, read old letters, sipped tea by candlelight, and spoke about nothing for hours. Every room came slowly, one wall at a time, one paycheck saved, one memory poured into concrete. The kitchen had no marble, just worn tiles from a forgotten school. But the food made there tasted of love, and the bedroom had no closet doors, just curtains stitched by hand. But it held warmth even in the coldest seasons, and when the rains came, they didn't panic. They patched the leaks together and laughed when the roof held just a little longer than last time. Visitors didn't see luxury, but they felt something else. Peace, history, a heartbeat. Someone once asked, "Why not wait until you had the money?" And she replied, "We didn't build with money. We built with what we had. Time, stories, love, and a past we refused to forget." Every nail held a memory. Every corner held a joke. Every crack was a chapter. And every silence between the walls was filled with the echo of dreams that refused to die. Years later, the house still stood. Not the grandest, not the prettiest, but it was full of the life they built, together with nothing but bare hands and full hearts. They built a house with no money, just memories, and somehow that was more than enough. Because true homes aren't bought, they're created, bit by bit, love by love. Their walls didn't shine, but they stood strong, held up by shared laughter and arguments that ended in apologies, not silence. They didn't have luxury. They had loyalty, no designer furniture, but two people who knew how to build comfort with just their presence. The roof wasn't perfect. It leaked when it rained. But under it, they stayed dry in each other's arms. They hung no expensive art, just old photographs, faded letters, handwritten notes taped to the mirror. Moments captured in time, proving that even in the hardest seasons they chose to stay. Every corner had a memory, the one by the window, where they watched the sky and talked about what if. The spot near the door, where they almost gave up but chose love instead. Their home didn't speak of wealth, it whispered of resilience. It echoed with the sound of trying again. Because some homes are not built with cement, but with commitment, and faith that tomorrow will be gentler. They had nothing the world called success. No titles, no savings, no back, but they had each other. And that meant everything. Because when two people refuse to let go, even when there's every reason to walk away, they build something the world can't price, can't touch, can't tear down. That's what they built. Not just a house, but a safe place in a world that didn't feel safe. A dream planted in dirt, watered with hope, held together by faith. And years from now, when others walk past the worn door, they won't see marble or gold. But if they look close enough, they'll feel the warmth. They'll feel the story in the walls. Because some homes weren't built to impress. They were built to last.